Start off with Giannis here. Giannis
do it.
questions first. I mean, do you think Giannis is the MVP early into the season? I mean, he's been averaging 31 points per game and 11 rebounds.
He is averaging a career high in points. I am the biggest Giannis apologist you will find in this country.
Yeah.
But I can't, in good faith, come here with such legit hosts and another legit co-guest and say that he is going to win MVP this year when there is a Jason Tatum that is just killing it.
Okay.
He's killing it. If things continue to go the way they are, then I don't think Giannis has a shot. I think it's going to go to Jason Tatum.
That is a hot take, though.
That is-
You know,
That's a good take.
I like how there's no blind loyalty for Tin to the point that she's wearing Trae Young's jersey.
I know. I'm so confused.
No, because Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks, did they eliminate the Milwaukee Bucks?
No, they didn't.
Oh, they
Diego, what are you talking
Get
about?
your facts straight, Jake.
It was the Celtics that eliminated the
the
Bucks
Celtics,
last
the
year.
Celtics.
All right, so Ben, just to piggyback off that, the Bucks have had a relatively good season so far. What are your thoughts on how they've been performing, especially with Giannis at the level he's at right now?
Well, I think, especially when I watched them win their first championship, I mean, it was just something magical.
Yeah.
It was extremely wild. So I think if Giannis plays at the level, that we know he can play at, I mean, he's just dominating everybody. I mean, whether they're bigs or small, he's running the floor. He's developing his shot a lot more. I see him working on his free throws after the game. So all of these things are going to be really, really good for them moving forward.
So we talked about Giannis. Let's talk about the team in general, the Bucks. I mean, they've been playing well. Second in the East so far. Tin, what do you think of the Bucks season?
And where will they end?
Are they going
Okay.
all the way?
Okay, I'm being bombarded by
You
questions.
are.
So they did so well against the Warriors today. Giannis, in particular, did so well. I think he did something like 30, 12, and 5,
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, that's why you're wearing the Curry jersey, by the way.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Let's go with that.
Personally,
Let's go with that.
I mean, if I had my way, of course, I would love for them to get another ring. I would love for Giannis to get another ring. It's tough in the East right now. I mean, like I said, the Celtics are doing really well. Embiid is playing so well for the 76ers. It's going to be a tough road. I want them to do it.
Yeah.
I think they have what it takes to do it, but it's going to be a harder road than it was 2 years ago.
I personally think that if Chris Middleton didn't get injured last
Absolutely.
season, they would make it back
True.
to the finals.
Yeah, very true. Now, since we touched on the Eastern Conference, we're going to turn now to the Cleveland Cavaliers in general, because Ben's here. He needs to talk about that. You took my guy, Donovan Mitchell, which is, I guess, okay,
Pao
everyone's
cried
happy.
like 2 nights, by the way.
I think this is why I'm here between you guys.
Yeah.
shield.
No. But you know what? His move, he looked like an MVP candidate, at least early on. Tailed off a bit, but still Cleveland have been fun. They've been really good. What do you think of what they're showing so far, and how has Donovan Mitchell fit in for you and the rest of the fans of Cleveland?
Well, obviously, coming from Ohio, I love the land. I'm from Cincinnati, so Cleveland's only about, a quick drive away. But Donovan Mitchell has been playing out of his mind recently. If we look at some of his shooting splits, I think he's averaging, 29, 30 points a game, right?
great.
He's shooting 49% from the field, and from downtown, I mean, he's just lights out, 42%, from the three. So I think with those things, he's really fitting into a young team that has a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
We talk about Evan Mobley, we talk about, Darius Garland and Jared Allen, along with Kevin Love. They have a nice squad, so I think he's meshing in really well. Brings some veteran experience, but also that that fire that we need.
And Ben, as a hooper, why do you think Donovan is playing so well here with Cleveland? Even better than when he was with Paul's Jazz.
No, I agree. So, no, answer that question.
Well, I think one has to be, the release of his new shoes. I mean, obviously the Donovan Mitchell shoes have been fantastic,
Crazy.
so I got to plug that in there because
Nice.
I use them myself. I
Yeah.
mean, they're really comfy. But I think, he has a lot of younger, fresher guys that can carry that load night in and night out. Before it was just Darius Garland, who was an absolute certified bucket, but now they're a dynamic doing that backcourt. And so having that, along with some championship veteran experience from Kevin Love, I think that locker room is really a better fit for him now. And he even had a post, I think, a while ago, Sabi daw ni Donovan Mitchell, sobrang masayo ko dito, compared to when he was in Utah. Walang shade sa
I'm so sorry.
Jazz.
It's okay.
It's okay, Pao.
It's okay. We have Laurie. Go ahead.
But he's having fun again, and I
Yeah.
think that's really, really impactful, especially when you have a long season. It's always fun in Ohio, so I don't care what people say.
All right, so that's Cleveland's third in the East. Your Bucks are second in the West. You see the two of them. I hate to put you guys against each other, but I will.
He has like a foot
Yeah.
over me.
Yeah, I know.
okay.
But then I know you have a booming voice. You can take him on. But then you take a look at, let's say these two do match up, or at least you look at how the seedings will go through based on how the regular season is. Who do you think actually ends up with a higher seed?
Wow, I'd be super scared if the Bucks had to face the Cavs at any point in the playoffs. I would still I would still give it to the Bucks.
Okay.
They'd have a really hard time. I'd say Bucks in 7.
You say
Well,
Bucks?
I honestly think that it's the Cleveland Cavaliers are a good matchup with the Bucks.
Agreed.
Talk about length. Mobley can probably match up with Giannis. You know, Brook Lopez with Jarrett Allen and all that. So I think that's a good matchup.
How about you? Where do you think the chips fall here?
You know, I think Donovan Mitchell has that dog in him to really take over games, you know, but when you see Giannis just really take over, when he wants to take over, you know, I think all the props to Evan Mobley, you know, and all those young guys, but when Giannis wants to dominate, he can. And over the length of a series, I think that he can do that. So even though I have my Cleveland, I have my Ohio loyalty, got to give it to the Bucks on that one.